Yo, what is going on? Good morning. This is Andrew, Zerodrawdrew, Pip Catchers Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, like this, subscribe, keep us motivated, drop this shit. Let's get it. So, GBP USD, we're here with a weekly analysis. I'm going to start with GBP USD. So, last week, we pushed above this buyer liquidity at this 1.14080 support, resistance. And then last week we dropped, retested, and started to wick up later in the week, as you could see. One thing I do know is we did close into that 1.14080 value, so we can technically reject that and start pushing down before we get a bullish move back up. But we are at historic lows, so price might just happen to push up eventually, right? But we do want to play it by day, so I'm going to tell you guys what I see. So on the daily chart, as you can see, that's the daily resistance level. So we got this strong push up on the daily due to the non-farm payrolls. We trapped bears below this level. So right now we are pushing back towards that 1.14055 resistance level. So I do think price is going to move up to that level, possibly reject on the daily chart. We might push up. Well, buyer liquidity overall is above here. And then depending on how we react to that level will kind of give us our decision. But we are going to see some selling pressure probably around that resistance level. But you got to keep in mind that all buyer liquidity is above this level. So what I would do is I would just wait for a session and kind of react to what you see. On the 15-minute chart, we might pull back to one of these support levels on the 15-minute chart and push towards that buyer liquidity level. So if you could look for potential bear traps to one of that level, but keep in mind that that is the key resistance. So we are going to see some pressure at that level over there, right? So, but gotta keep in mind that all buyer liquidity is up above that trend line. If you're confused, stick around. I'll go over it one more time at the end, but that's that. So GBP, JPY, similar story. We had that bullish move above resistance. We dropped back into value. So right now, we are reading seller momentum on the daily chart. As you can see, we kind of had this crown-like pattern starting to form. So we can technically drop back into value and start moving down. We did hold this level right here. So I do think, we might fill that and start moving towards seller liquidity. On the hourly chart, as you can see, we kind of have this double top pattern. The neckline wasn't fully taken out, so seller liquidity wasn't fully grabbed yet. So we can technically take that out and then maybe trap bears there and move up, right? What you guys want to do is with this, you want to just wait for a session, kind of react to what you see and play it by day. But honestly, GBP JPY is just something I wouldn't really want to mess with because I don't like the way price action is looking on the 15-minute chart. As you can see, we have this weird steep climb down, and that's just something I really wouldn't want to mess with GBP JPY. So if you want to stay away, I would stay away, but that's just my idea, right? Euro USD, similar story. We dropped, clicked back into value on the weekly chart. Kind of called this last week, but it didn't happen until later in the week. I said we wanted to take out this level and then move up. If you see on Wednesday, we did take out that level and move up, but we didn't get that strong push until the news, came out. We had a lot of news last week, so that affected the overall condition of the markets. So, we had the FOMC meeting and we also had non-farm payroll. So it was a pretty big week overall, but we do want to just trade what we see and play it by day, right? So Euro USD, we had that wick, we pushed back up. On the daily chart, as you can see, we took out all these levels. We kind of pushed back into these values. So I am looking at these support levels on the daily chart. This 0.98677 support. We're also watching this 0.99475 support. We can technically find support. I do think we're going to pull back. Maybe find support at one of those levels and start to move up. But looking at the hourly chart, we don't have much price action to work with. But like I said, we are looking at those support levels. All seller liquidity is back in this trend line, so we might drop into here. We might push back out and then you could probably look for an opportunity from there. At the same time, there is nothing confirmed, so you just want to react to the levels at a session of your choice and kind of play it by day, right? So last but not least, gold, but we will go over everything one more time real quick. Also, if you have questions, feel free to shoot me a DM. I'll help you guys out. But gold, also same story. I've been talking about this. All buyer liquidity was above this 75 resistance level on the daily chart. As you can see, we got that push up in one day, right? I expected that to happen a little bit sooner, but obviously we needed the news for price to do that, right? So on the weekly chart, we pushed back into that 1675 support. So we technically can hold that value and start to move up. But looking at the way it moved up in one single run kind of makes me hesitant to jump into this. Kind of want to find price action first. When price action sets up around this level, then it will kind of give us our decision. So on the hourly chart, as I said, that 75 support level is where we want to see structure form. So Monday, we might pull back, form price action around here. Depending on how it looks, into Tuesday, we might push up to next liquidity levels, right? Which would be there into there, right? But like I said, due to the daily push, I do want to wait for price action. Maybe we might get like something that's holding that value on a daily chart, and then from then, we could kind of decide where we want to go, right? So that is gold. Let's go over everything real quick for you guys. Like I said, if you have questions, DM me. I'll be happy to help you guys out. So GBP USD dropped on the weekly chart. As you can see on the daily chart, we are coming back, retesting that 0.55 support level. So we might reject that level. On the hourly chart, all support and sell liquidity is below this level. Trend lines, etc., etc. On the 15-minute chart, you can find price action around one of these support levels. All buy liquidity above 88, so on and so forth, right? So that is GBP USD, GBP JPY. Like I said, let's stay away from that. EUR USD, reading similar price action. We wicked up, came back into value. We're watching these daily support levels. Similar story to GBP USD. Kind of want to wait for price action and react to what we see and play it by day, right? We're watching that 98,677 support and that 99,475 support, right? Gold, push back in this 75 value on the daily chart, push back in that one run. So I do want to give price action maybe Monday into Tuesday. Look to see how we react to that 75 support. And then, when we get price action, I'll kind of react, play it by day. Like I said, guys, if you got questions, shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/Zerodrawdrew or Telegram. And I hope you guys have a fantastic fucking week. We'll see you guys when you see it, and let's go. Make sure you like this, subscribe, and let's go.